Okay. Good afternoon. Again, welcome to our cozy Hillside campus, and thank you for joining us for this very special occasion. My name is Brian Selmeski. I serve as Fairmont State University's Chief of Staff, but this afternoon I'm honored to act as the Master of Ceremonies for this ribbon cutting. Let me begin by offering a heartfelt thank you to all of our elected officials and their representatives for joining us here today and helping us celebrate such an exciting and meaningful day. We sincerely appreciate Shay Potter, the field representative for U.S. Senator Shelley Moore Capito, Bailey Abel, regional representative for U.S. Senator Jim Justice, West Virginia Senator, I think I saw Ben Queen. I did see Joey sneak in. Joey Garcia and Ben Queen, yep. Who else did I miss? And Delegate Guy Ward. I'm running through my list here. We've got some RSVP issues. My apologies. I know you all have very busy schedules. We're going to move through this as quickly as possible, and thank you for being with us. We also, here at Fairmont State, wanted to extend a sincere thank you to the members of the Board of Governors who are here. I saw 1, 2, 3, 4. You can raise your hands, it's all right. It's a friendly crowd, thank you. As well as to the architects and engineers from HKS, Omni, and Lombardi, as well as everybody from our own Fairmont State University Facilities Department whose hard work helped bring this amazing center to life. We have representatives from West Virginia's healthcare sector with us today. Of course, plenty of students, faculty, and staff, maybe most importantly, nurses. And if all of the nurses would raise your hands. Some of you are kind of obvious. Some of you less so. We're grateful that all of you took the time to celebrate with us, connect with our community, and share in the excitement of this important day. We truly appreciate you, and take my word, you're going to be blown away when you take the first tours. To begin our program, it's my pleasure to introduce Fairmont State University President, Dr. Michael Davis, who will welcome us and share remarks on what makes this university such a great place.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Fairmont State University. And more importantly, welcome to the Rusty and Kimberly Hutson Family Beacon Simulation Center. This is a great day for Fairmont State and a great day for our College of Nursing. And I believe it's a great day for West Virginia. We talk a lot at Fairmont State about being a great place. We want this to be a great place to learn, whether our students receive an education that prepares them not simply to earn a degree, but to build a career and a life. And we also want Fairmont State to be a great place to work. We've got amazing faculty who now get to use this center to prepare the next generation of nurses. And we want Fairmont State to be a great place to call home, which means we must understand that our responsibility extends far beyond this campus. We have responsibility to this community, to this region, and the entire state of West Virginia. And I can't think of a better example of how these ideas come together than what we're celebrating today. We know there's a nursing shortage across the country, and we certainly feel that shortage here in West Virginia. Communities across our state need more nurses. Hospitals need them, clinics need them, and our families need them. At Fairmont State, we can either talk about that problem, or we can decide we're going to be part of that solution. This center is us choosing to be part of that solution. Our job is to educate the next generation of nurses right here, right now, and give them every opportunity to be successful when they leave us. Beginning today, they'll have an extraordinary new place to do exactly that. So Beacon stands for Bridging Education to Advance Clinical Outcomes in Nursing. And I think that name captures exactly what this facility is about. It creates a bridge between what students learn in the classroom and what they'll experience when a real patient is depending on them. In this center, our students will be able to practice, they'll be challenged, they'll have opportunities to make decisions, communicate with one another, respond to difficult situations, learn from their mistakes, and get better. And they get to do all of that before the stakes are real, and that matters. Because when our graduates walk into a hospital or healthcare facility for the first time as a nurse, we want them walking through those doors with confidence. We want employers to know when they hire a Fairmont State nurse, they're getting someone who's prepared to go to work. And ultimately, we want those nurses building great careers and building those careers right here in West Virginia. Many of our graduates return to the communities where they grew up. They care for their neighbors, they care for grandparents and parents in those communities, and they care for children. They understand how a university creates that change. We do it one student at a time, but we also build one community at a time. None of what we're celebrating today happens without amazing partners. This center represents an investment by Fairmont State University, by people who believe deeply in this institution, and by leaders who understand the importance of educating more nurses in West Virginia. I especially want to thank Rusty and Kimberly Hutson and their family for believing in what we're doing at Fairmont State and for investing in our students and their future. Thank you, Rusty and Kimberly. Rusty was the chair of the board when I was hired and has been a strong supporter of me from day one, so I appreciate them being here today. I also want to recognize Senator Shelley Moore Capito and then Senator Joe Manchin for their work to secure federal support for this project. Facilities like this don't happen because one person has a good idea. They happen when lots of people decide that something is worth doing and then work together to make that happen. That's what today represents. And I hope when you walk through this center in a few minutes, you don't just see new equipment or new rooms. I hope you see possibility. I hope you see students becoming nurses. I hope you see graduates beginning careers. I hope you see hospitals and communities across West Virginia becoming stronger because of the people who will learn here. And I hope you see an example of what's possible when Fairmont State asks a question that I think we're going to be asking more and more often. Why not us? Why can't Fairmont State help solve some of the biggest challenges facing our state? Why can't our students have access to facilities and experiences rival those available anywhere else? Why can't we prepare the workforce that West Virginia needs for the future? Today is another reminder we can, and we will. Thank you for being here to celebrate this milestone with us today, and most importantly, thank you for believing in Fairmont State University and its students who will benefit from this center for years to come. Now, to talk more about how this center fits our academic mission and our responsibility to serve the state of West Virginia, it's my pleasure to introduce our provost, Dr. Alan Bedford. Alan?
Good afternoon. So regional public universities are built to provide upper mobility for folks who are too often left out of the advantages of higher education. Fairmont State University, like its partner, regional publics, are built for that purpose. We have two framing questions for our strategic plan here at Fairmont State. Those two framing questions are, what is the sort of society we want to live in? And the second question is, how do we build a university that helps build that society? And what we're celebrating today is a part of that build. And that's the Rusty and Kimberly Hutson Family Beacon Simulation Center. This is part of how we build that better university that builds a better society. So thank you for that. What I want to do a little bit is I'm going to brag a little bit about our nursing program, to leave our Dean of Nursing to talk about the pedagogical and andragogical benefits of what we can do in this simulation center. So Fairmont State is one of 18 institutions that provide associate's level nursing education in the state of West Virginia. 10 of those 18 are public. And I'm very proud to say Fairmont State runs the largest ASN program in the state with 146 completers in 2024, followed by Marshall University at 126 completers. Now, Fairmont State also runs a Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, opening recently a pre-licensure BSN program, which is a pathway for people to become nurses at the bachelor's level without having to complete the ASN level. That's a very important step. It's an option and opportunity for people in West Virginia and beyond. So there are 14 institutions in the state of West Virginia that provide BSN education. 8 of those are public. Fairmont State runs the third largest in-person BSN program in the state, measured by completions, with 121 completions at West Virginia University, 77 at Marshall, and 51 at Fairmont. We're catching up. And this facility helps us do that even faster. So I want to speak for a moment about this pre-licensure BSN program, because this is obviously a public relations opportunity right now. There's a common misconception that in order to get a BSN, one needs to first earn an ASN. That is not true. And as a matter of fact, for a student who wants to be a full-time student for 4 years, the BSN is a very, very good opportunity. It's, for example, for a student athlete, it's an excellent pathway for someone to achieve their dreams in the athletic arena and in the professional and academic arena. This facility helps us greatly, both the ASN and the BSN programs, but certainly this provides a pathway for people to have an excellent education with high levels of experiential education, as Dean Struth will be explaining in a minute. So this is a game changer for us at Fairmont State and that build to build the better society. So then I will introduce Dean Struth, our Dean for the College of Nursing, to talk about the advantages of having a simulation center like this.
Bridging education to advanced outcomes in nursing. And this is our vision for the Beacon Center, that it will be transformative in the instruction that we give students. The goal is bridging the gap between nursing education and nursing practice to create graduates that are increasingly practice ready. Transitioning to practice for a new nurse requires clinical judgment development, nursing knowledge, competent skill acquisition. Every few years, experts in this area of practice readiness assess the overall level of readiness in graduate nurses. The issue of practice readiness was first identified in the literature within my career about 1986. And it said that in that decade, only about 39% of new nurses were practice ready. That was shocking to all of us. In the 40 years since that report was published, healthcare has only gotten more complex. Clinical environments are more challenging, especially for the new nurse. Recent reports suggest that only between 14 and 24% of new nurses are practice ready. New nurses struggle to select appropriate nursing interventions, effectively communicate important information to members of the healthcare team, and provide well-reasoned justification for their clinical decisions. And clinical education in a hospital unit is a process fraught with inefficiency and great variation in the quality of experience for the learner. In 2009, I did a time and motion study of the typical nursing student's day. I recruited 5 schools of nursing in the Pittsburgh area, and I put 22 BlackBerry PDAs, if you all remember those, on nursing students. Collected data for a year at these 5 schools and got 6,000 samples. I never expected that much of a response, but 28.75% of the time, when students were asked, "Where are you and what are you doing?" these students responded, "I'm in the clean utility room waiting for my instructor." And when you think about it, it made perfect sense to me, having done this work. But a nursing unit is designed for patient care, not nursing education. A well-planned simulation center is designed to immerse nursing students in practice and to get constructive feedback on their performance and to develop assessment skills and clinical judgment. In 2014, the results of the National Council of State Boards of Nursing National Simulation Study were published. The results of the study were really a sea change for nursing education. 666 incoming nursing students across 10 colleges of nursing in the United States were randomized into one of 3 study groups: a control group that had 10% or less of their clinical replaced with simulation, a study group that had up to 25% to 50% of their clinical replaced with simulation, and then a third group that had 50% of their clinical replaced by simulation. These nurses were studied from the time they entered their program until 6 months into practice. There was absolutely no significant difference in the participants' pass rates on NCLEX or their transition to practice across any of the metric in the study groups. Studies done since this original work continue to support the effectiveness and efficiency of high-quality simulation as a part of clinical preparation for nursing students. Today, our program only has about 10% of clinical replaced with simulation because of just size limitations in our simulation center. We have outgrown it and probably outgrew it a while ago. Our goal over the next year in the Beacon Center is to scale up to a full 50% replacement of clinical time with simulation time, to literally transform our pedagogical practices into a learner-focused environment within the 4 distinct instructional areas of the simulation center that we're going to show you on your tour. So we welcome you, and we really thank you for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Davis, Dr. Bedford, and Dr. Struth. The center would not have been possible without the encouragement and funding support secured by West Virginia's U.S. senators, our leaders at the federal level. At this time, I am pleased to invite Bailey Abel, Regional Representative for U.S. Senator Jim Justice, to share greetings and congratulations from the senator.
Thank you all for having us here. Unfortunately, Senator could not be here with us, but he did send me with his remarks, and I will read them to you all. It reads, "Good afternoon, everyone. I am sorry I can't be with you today, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate Fairmont State University on the grand opening of this new nursing simulation lab. This is a great day for Fairmont State, for your students, and the future of healthcare in West Virginia. There is no question that we need great nurses in our state, but preparing someone to be a great nurse takes more than a textbook in a classroom. It takes experience, it takes practice. It takes giving the students the opportunity to learn how to handle real-world situations before they're standing beside a patient who needs them. That's what makes this facility so important. The simulation lab gives Fairmont State students the opportunity to learn by doing. They can practice procedures, work through challenging situations, and make mistakes in a safe environment, and build the confidence and the skills they'll need when they enter the healthcare workforce. The benefits of that education won't stop here on this campus. The students who train in this lab will go on to care for patients and families throughout North Central West Virginia and communities across our state. They will be the nurses who comfort the frightened patient, stand beside a family during a difficult moment, and provide care when people need it the most. Investing in these students is an investment in the future of West Virginia. I want to congratulate Fairmont State University's leadership, faculty, staff, students, and the partners who made this new facility possible. Your commitment to preparing the next generation of nurses is something that deserves to be celebrated. I am proud to see Fairmont State continuing to give its students the tools and opportunities they need to succeed while helping build a stronger healthcare workforce right here in West Virginia. Congratulations on this tremendous new facility. I wish you many years of success, and I look forward to seeing the difference these students make in the lives of West Virginians. Thank you all, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Bailey, for sharing Senator Justice's remarks. Senator Joe Manchin was instrumental in securing federal funding for the center. Unfortunately, he could not be with us today. However, he sent a video greeting that we will now share with you.
It is an honor to welcome each of you to the opening of the Rusty and Kimberly Hutson Family Beacon Simulation Center. I want to congratulate Fairmont State University President Mike Davis, Board of Governors Chairman Jason Pizzatella, the students, staff, and faculty, and all the community and healthcare partners involved in today's grand opening. And a very special thank you to the center's namesakes, Rusty and Kimberly Hutson, for their generous support of this inspirational work. I also want to recognize the dignitaries in attendance, members of the West Virginia RN Board, the healthcare leaders and practitioners, community partners, donors, and everyone else who has given their time, resources, and support to this effort. I am truly sorry I couldn't be with you in person because this is a day that means a great deal to me. As someone who grew up just down the road in Farmington, Fairmont State has always held a special place in my heart. This university has helped educate generations of West Virginians and has long been a source of pride for Marion County and our entire state. I'm proud that Senator Shelley Moore Capito and I were able to help secure the $3 million in congressionally directed spending that helped make the state-of-the-art nursing simulation center possible. And I think the name says a lot about what this facility is meant to do. Beacon stands for Bridging Education to Advanced Clinical Outcomes in Nursing, and that is exactly what this center will help Fairmont State accomplish. This investment could not come at a more important time or in a more important place. Nurses make up nearly 40% of hospital staffing in West Virginia, yet nursing positions have a 17.5% vacancy rate, a challenge that is even greater in rural areas. This center will give students the chance to train and advance technology in realistic clinical settings, while strengthening Fairmont State's role in healthcare education and workforce development across West Virginia. And Fairmont State is already proving what it can do. 100% of its first Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduating class passed the National Nursing Licensure Exam. So most importantly, congratulations to the nursing students who will walk through these doors. You have a chosen profession built on compassion, service, and dedication. And I know you will make West Virginia proud. Gail and I congratulate all of you on this remarkable achievement. God bless you. God bless Fairmont State University, and may God continue to bless the great state of West Virginia.
As Senator Manchin noted, Senator Shelley Moore Capito has also been a strong supporter of education, nursing, and opportunities that strengthen the healthcare sector across our state. Senator Capito's duties prevented her from attending today. However, she too sent a video greeting after, I should note, many favors traded between chiefs of staff. The trade was that to introduce Senator Capito's video, I would invite the president of Fairmont State University's Student Government Association, who also just happened to be an intern at the center's office this summer, Miss Sophie Stewart. Sophie.
Good afternoon. One of the things that makes being a student at Fairmont State so special is the opportunity to connect with leaders who are making an impact not only on our campus, but across the state of West Virginia. Today, we are fortunate to hear from someone who has dedicated her career to serving the people of our state. Senator Shelley Moore Capito has represented West Virginia in the U.S. Senate since 2015, following 14 years of service in the U.S. House of Representatives. She also made history as the first woman from West Virginia to serve in the U.S. Senate, and she continues to be a strong voice and advocate for West Virginians. We are grateful that Senator Capito took the time to record a special message for the Fairmont State community. Please join me in welcoming United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito.
Hello everyone, this is U.S. Senator Shelley Moore Capito. I'm sorry I can't be there in person to celebrate the ribbon cutting for the new and improved Nursing Simulation Center here at Fairmont State University. The expansion is great news, as it will have a direct benefit for faculty, staff, students, and the entire state of West Virginia. Constructing and equipping this addition will foster program growth that leads to improvements all across our state's healthcare system. It will provide nursing students with the state-of-the-art technology to enhance their overall educational experience and help promote and support a healthier West Virginia. As a leader on the Senate Appropriations Committee, I was proud to play a role in securing more than $3.1 million for this project through a congressionally directed spending award. Making these investments is vital to the future success of our state, and I commend the leadership at Fairmont State in working with us to make this project possible. I am also so happy to see how this expansion will attract more nursing students to Fairmont, helping us meet the increasing demand for healthcare professionals and promote the next generation of skilled nurses right here in our state. I know that by working together, we can help further our mission of delivering quality care to West Virginians who need it the most. Thank you for all of your hard work. I'm honored to have played a role in this announcement today and can't wait to visit the facility in the future.
Thank you to Senator Capito and to Sophie. At the heart of this center is a commitment to investing in the future of nursing education and improving outcomes for the communities we serve. So it is now my great pleasure to invite Fairmont State University alumni Rusty and Kimberly Hutson to the podium to speak about their investment in the center.
She said she didn't want to be up here. This is a wonderful day. I mean, this is something that was really a labor of love for Kimberly and I when we made the decision to give, I don't know, it's been 4 or 5 years ago now, to the original simulator. I want to thank, we have 2 great sitting senators in the state of West Virginia that care significantly about our state, about the people, about the education, and Senator Justice and Senator Capito, wonderful friends. And then my friend Joe Manchin, who never misses an opportunity to be on camera. I love him. He's a great guy. And he's done a wonderful job for the state over his career. I'm glad that the simulator is working. Prior to the simulator, you know, my wife was a nursing student way back in the day. I won't go back when. But back then you had to practice on people, which was me. So she was always wanting to try to give me shots and all that other stuff. And I'm like, no, we got to get a simulator in here. Really, the main reasons for us, you know, when it came to wanting to provide gifts for the original simulator, was a couple different reasons. Number one, obviously, Kimberly was a graduate here, and we've always loved and been a fan of the 2-year program because we felt like it was really focused on getting people into the hospitals and into the doctors and all that where they needed to be to work. And not everybody wants to do a 4-year degree. Obviously, some of those things are changing now, but it was really important to us back then. So, you know, she was a graduate here, so that was important to us. And then just overall, just healthcare in West Virginia. Growing up here, and, you know, we've been going now for several years, but it's still our home. And it's very important to us that the people of West Virginia get quality health care. And it's a problem. It's a problem, especially in the rural areas of the state that Joe Manchin was mentioning. We need more health care professionals and people that are trained right and trained properly to get the job done. So we wanted to be the gift to be able to provide more nurses that can stay in the state, which is very important to us, to provide that health care. I believe that, you know, when I was talking to President, by the way, I was here chair, I think I left about 3 years ago. I'm at WVU now, but I hired Mike. I think I did a pretty good job. I don't think. It's kind of funny. I've hired 2 Mikes, you and then up in WVU, Mike Benson. So there you go. So we wanted to have a training facility here that would keep nurses, would not only train nurses, but keep them in the state. I think, and it's also important, these are good paying jobs. These are jobs that you're getting into the hospitals and then keeping people, retaining them in the states with good jobs, good benefits, which is how we're going to continue to focus and grow our population here in the state and grow the economy here in the state of West Virginia. So it's all kind of tied together. This simulator, I think, is a testament that all these things have all come to fruition. And I can't wait to get back there and see it. I do want to say thank you to President Benson. There you go, President Davis. Sorry. You were the first. And to all the faculty and staff here. Getting back on campus, this is the first time in a couple years, and seeing all the activity and some of the things that we were working on back in those first year, just in terms of trying to revamp some things here on campus. It's so good to see, and all the activity and the students being out here. I guess it's first week of school, second week of school. So that's outstanding. So we're very happy to be back on campus to see all that. And just wanted to say thank you to you and to all the things that you're doing. And again, thank you, and I can't wait to get back there and take a look at it.
Thank you so much for your words and for your generosity, Rusty and Kimberly. Now we've arrived at the moment we've all been looking forward to, as if the huge scissors weren't a giveaway. They are very sharp, so I'm going to invite all of our speakers and our representatives, West Virginia legislators, members of the Board of Governors, if you would please come forward.